So my experience with the Elden Ring, and it's a funny experience because I was always trashing Elden Ring. I was always saying, "Man, I can't play these types of Soul games. It's not for me. I can't get into it." And I didn't realize that I actually bought PlayStation 5 version way, way, way back 2 years ago, and I was like, "All right, let me get into this. Let me see if I can do this." So friend of mine, Cameron, he was there, and thanks to him, he gave me some key pointers, a strategy guide on how to play this game. So he basically showed me this is how you play this game. This is how this game it's meant to be played. Once I understood the techniques on how to play this game, once I understood the strategy on how to play this game, everything else became like natural. So what is Elden Ring all about? Elden Ring, it's about strategy. You need to strategize. What type of class are you going to be playing at? Are you going to be playing as a mage or warrior, etc., etc.? So I chose a mage, which works for me. And you need to understand how to upgrade and level up your character. It's about learning which class to use and how to level up that class and strategy behind it. But let me tell you what I do like about uh, Elden Ring. What I like about Elden Ring is the ability to fast travel anywhere you want to fast travel. This is something that it's very appealing to me, and it's something that I wish Dragon's Dogma 2 would implement. Just look how many fast travels I have opened. Okay, they don't call them fast travel. I believe they call them like resting places or something like that. I can't remember. But anyway, they're checkpoints. Basically, they're like the checkpoints for you to go from one place to another, right? I can go and travel right now to Stormhill Shack right now and go over here. Just like that. And I can start exploring, right? And I can go ahead and eliminate some enemies over here, and look at how many um, runes I have. Runes basically is a energy that gives you like the points, and you use these points to upgrade and level up your character, whichever class you have. There's also different equipment you can use, like a horse, put in your pouch. You also got flasks that you can use, like a glintstone pebble that gives you the this magic energy that you can use. That's very powerful. Then you also got the flask of crimson, which is your health, and you can upgrade these flasks and have more of them as you progress throughout the game. So, without confusing anybody who hasn't played Elden Ring, there is a certain strategy on how to play this game. And once you learn how to play Elden Ring, once you understand the ins and outs on how to play this game, once you understand the concept of the Elden Ring, that's where it becomes very addictive. You know, yes, it's a hard game. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's not a hard game. Yes, it is. But at the same time, it's very addictive because you constantly want to explore more. You constantly want to upgrade more, and it makes it very intriguing and addictive. You see how powerful my magic is? It's just a few hits and he's down, right? But it took me a while to upgrade to this. You know, I'm level 15 right now, right? I'm not even scratching the surface. That's because I just started playing. The whole point of this video, without any confusions for those who are watching, is I want you to take this video from someone who was a naysayer, someone who actually hated. I legitimately hated Elden Ring, and I never saw myself, ever playing this game. But I was like, man, I already have it. Why not play it? It's already in my library on a PlayStation. Why not play this, right? And because of that, I said to myself, well, let's give it a try. So I did it. I did a live stream for about 10 hours. And after those 10 hours, I realized, oh my God, I can see, I understand why people like this. I understand why people are fascinated to play this, right? And I get it now. I totally understand. And that's the beauty of it. Once you understand the concept of this game, once you understand how this game is played, once you understand um, what you can do, the options and features that are available, I I understand why it's a game of the year. I understand why people like it. Now, having said that, just because I understand the game doesn't mean that, oh, this is my favorite game of all time. No, it's not. My favorite game of all time, it's Guns of the Patriots, Metal Gear Solid 4. That's my own personal preference. But what I'm simply trying to say on this video, I get it. I understand it. Why people enjoy it. Why people like it. Because I think that's the important lesson here. Take it from somebody who never liked Souls games, who despise Souls games, and here I am playing the Souls games. Here I am playing the game from Software, playing Elden Ring. So what does that tell you? It tells you that I understand why people enjoy this. I mean, yes, is it a hard game? Of course it's a hard game. I still haven't defeated the first boss because I'm still on I'm level 17. I'm sorry. I'm level 17, which is pretty good. Level 17, okay? But the addictive part is once you get it, once you understand how it's being played, right? It's like a bingo. Once you understand how bingo is being played, once you understand how poker is being played, right, it becomes addictive. Once you understand how to play chess, it becomes addictive, right? Just like anything else. Once you figure that out, once you understand. So there's a learning curve. So what I'm trying to say is this. When you start playing Elden Ring, and this is coming from a guy who didn't like it, you need to first have someone who is already an experienced Elden Ring individual, like my friend Cameron, and walk you through it step by step. Show you how the game's being played. Show you the strategy behind it. Show you how to play it. Right? You're still gonna have to put in the hard work, but at least you'll have a basic knowledge on, oh, this is how you get a map. This is where you go to pick up a map. This is how you extend a map. Oh, this is how you go to these other areas. I get it, right? And the only way you'll understand that is if you actually play this game and if you put some time and effort into it to understand it. So what I'm simply saying is one of the cool, fascinating things about Elden Ring is the ability to explore, the ability to open up these sites of grace. That's what's called a site of grace. And when you open up these sites of grace, then you can freely travel where you want to travel and level up as much as you need to level up. And when you level up, then you can go and fight that boss. You can also call someone to help you out. You can summon a bot or someone from a PlayStation Network, an online player, an online friend to come and help you out. Or you can have a bot and you can go to your pouch by pressing triangle and pressing down. Now here I cannot do it, but you can call in these wolves. And these wolves from your pouch, you can use them also to help you fight a boss along with another summoned bot player or real player. So they can help you out as well while you're trying to defeat this very difficult boss. And that is the appealing process of this game. The appealing process is leveling up, grind. Yes, there is a lot of grind, but is Elden Ring the most difficult game? Yes, it is. But they still give you some fair tools that you can use to help you progress. I think, to me, what's so fascinating about the Elden Ring is the reward process. You do get rewarded. You open up more Site of Graces, you level up, you can freely explore more maps, more regions, from the underworld to the upper world. And there's two worlds. There's the underworld, and then there's the upper world. Right? What's above, it's below. All you got to do is press the right thumbstick, and you can toggle right through it. All of these features is something that it's very appealing, and that's something that Dragon's Dogma 2 doesn't have. This is why I think Dragon's Dogma 2 really can't even hold a glass of water to Elden Ring. Now, having said this, just because I understand Elden Ring doesn't mean I'm a huge fan of Elden Ring. I understand it. I know why it's addictive now. I know why people like it. I understand that the concept of the addiction for Elden Ring. Okay, so, and the only way you're going to understand that, it's not by watching me, by watching other YouTubers, right? It's by you yourself playing this game and trying to play it the way it was meant to be played. You have to understand that this game takes time, patience, takes a lot of commitment, takes a lot of dedication, and of course you have to understand it, how to play it. But above all, it's a lot of grind. You have to grind and grind and grind and grind. And don't be afraid to die. Don't be afraid to fail. You will die. You will fail many times in this game, but that's okay. That's the whole idea of the grind, you know. So it feels very refreshing once you learn how to play this game, because then it becomes a more comfortable, right? I feel more comfortable playing this. I feel more comfortable enjoying this. I feel more comfortable picking it up where I left off and start playing again, right? So what I'm trying to say is this, with this entire video. This is coming from a guy who was never a fan of these types of games, right? I was never a fan, right? But I learned how to play it. Okay? And once you learn how to play this game, everything else is just secondary. Like I said, there is a strategy and technique on how to play this game, and you gotta know how to play it. This is something that you will have to learn. As you see right here. Is it addictive? 100%. There's no question about it. You know, this game is super addictive. 100%. Don't kid yourself thinking that this is going to be something you play a little bit and then never touch it again. Especially with this new DLC, it's very addictive, man. You're going to find yourself playing this a lot. All right, so let me try something here really quick. I died. Of course, that's okay. You know, you die, it's not, you know, you come back again. That's okay. If this is too hard, you go back to another region. You go to the Site of Grace, okay? You can go to a Site of Grace and go to another region. That is okay. If this was too hard, we can go to something easier, right? We can go back to where we originally started. We can go over here, right? That is okay. That's the name of the game. You know, that's the name of the Souls game. So, just remember, for those of you who are watching this video, I never liked Souls games. I despise playing these games. I talked a lot of crap about these games, right? I really never could get into it. That's because I didn't understand how to play it. I didn't understand the strategy behind it, the leveling process behind it. But now that I understand it, now that I have a much better concept, I can easily tell you that I understand. See, that's the very important part. I understand why it's so fascinating, why a lot of people are playing this. I understand why it's the game of the year. Now, just because, as I said earlier, just because I understand why it's a game of the year, just because I understand why people enjoy this, that doesn't mean that this is my favorite game. Of course it's not. I told you which my favorite game is. It's the Guns of the Patriots. Which game of the year for me this year? I already said that. It's the still, what was that? Still Runs the Deep, or something like that. I'm sorry. I always keep forgetting the name of that game, even though I finished it. The Deep, the still. You know what? This is really driving me crazy. I need to find out the name of this game, man. It's really driving me crazy. Still Wakes the Deep. Still Wakes the Deep. It's my game of the year. I already did a review on it. You guys can go watch that video. Please go watch that video if you want to find out why, to me, that's the game of the year. Okay? That's my own subjective, personal preference. So you see, as a gamer, I don't have to like something in order to play it. I just have to understand it. Okay? Same thing with flight simulators and all these other simulators. I just need to understand it, why people enjoy it. But it doesn't necessarily mean I have to like it. You see, this is the difference between me and other gamers. Other gamers, oh, I don't like it, therefore I'll never touch it. I'll never touch it. I'm not like that. I'm willing to give everything a try. That doesn't mean I have to like it. I like the game. Doesn't mean I have to like it. Doesn't mean I have to make love to it. But I can understand it. This is the point I was trying to bring about yesterday to a lot of people, you know, regarding the Elden Ring and regarding these other games that I don't like, just because I didn't like the game doesn't mean I don't understand why people like it. So that's really what I want to say regarding the Elden Ring. That's my honest opinion on it and how I feel about it. Like I said, I'm a level 17. I want to move up to level 18. I'll maybe get to level 20, and we'll take it from there. So now that you have heard from me, now that you know how I feel about the Elden Ring, let me know what you guys think. What are your thoughts on the Elden Ring? And just remember, this is coming from a guy who never liked these types of games. I never liked them, but now I understand them. Now I get it. And I think once you guys start playing this and spend more time on it, I think you too will be a fan of this and you'll get addicted to it. I honestly believe. You might become a fan once you understand how to play this. All right, so there you have it. That's my thoughts. That's my opinions on the Elden Ring, coming from a guy who never liked it. Well, like I said, I don't have to like something to understand it. Hey, yeah, this is what I was talking about, the wolves. You can have these wolves from your pouch. They can help you. They can follow you. right? To take out the enemies. They can easily take out the enemies for you. There it is, like right here. See? They'll get the job done for you. Which just makes it a little bit more easier. Same thing here. Same thing here. We're going to take on these guys over here. There. Let the wolves do the rest. There we go. Done deal. Now I got 872 runes right there. I'll do a live stream on this so you guys can watch more of this. I'll talk more about it, you know. So listen, even my friend Cameron, he was only playing God of War and the other game, Ghost of Tsushima. He really wasn't sure about the Elden Ring. You know, he was like, I don't know. And then he started playing it. He started getting hooked. Once he understood how to play it, he did the same thing with me. He showed it to me. I said, hey man, this is how you play this game. Let me show you. So it's like, I think what I'm trying to say is this. Why don't you like have someone like on a party chat or something, like show you how to play this, show you how to play this game, show you all the ins and outs, and show you the strategy on how to strategize, how to play, how to level up. Once you understand the basics on how to play this game, I think honestly you will get hooked. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say here. That's really what I'm trying to like emphasize on this video, coming from a guy who never liked Elden Ring. But there you have it. You know, never say never, dude. One thing about life, I always said to everybody, you can never say never, because you never know until you try it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff, because it really helps me out. I'm trying to bring you guys all kinds of different content. Lately has been a drama with the Dr. Disrespect, so I have to kind of cover that. You know, I had to cover some other things. People ask me, like, listen, I don't do drama. I'm not about drama, but sometimes there's a rule to that. There's an exception to that rule, depending on what's going on, depending on who it is, right? But I'm not like drama-driven type channel, okay? But sometimes there's a rule to that exception, right? And sometimes I have to. But my main focus is video gaming, you know. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.